You know what I realized? I never introduced myself. I am Captain Victor Trent of the mining vessel Talia. It's a small crew of 6, so I also handle security. We're all ex-Navy, trying to get by. We're on a dig job in Stanton's asteroid belt. Routine. Didn't expect trouble. That's why we had a no-gun policy. Yesterday, we discovered that Capper broke that policy. I slept on it. Thompson and I had planned to talk to Capper the next morning. I believe the pistol was for protection and not some nefarious plot. I still do. I don't know why I'm orbiting the planet here. I'll just say it. Capper's dead. I killed him. He came into my room in the middle of the night and attacked me. Not immediately. He was a bit chatty. Started talking about his time in the service. The man's a UEE loyalist to the bone, but I won't hold that against him. In his intel days, he got a whiff of a bioweapons program targeting the brain. They experimented with a blood-borne virus that induced rage in its victims. They tested it on prisoners. Capper kept rubbing his palms together and wiping them on his pants. He was shirtless, so I had a good view of the tattoo cross that adorned his entire left chest. The artist put in a lot of detail. He had a large canvas to work with. His fingers sometimes traced the cross as he talked. I showed him the pistol. That must have triggered something because he jumped on me. He went for the pistol. He forced me. I had no choice. I had no choice. They carried his body out on a gurney. Jody Flowers, our mechanic, is taking it the hardest. Jackson Block, our pilot, is quiet as usual. I'm staying in quarantine for the crew's safety. It's clear something from the vault infected Capper. If anyone else is infected, I'd bet on me. He probably did Patty in too. Hid her body somewhere. Fuck. She didn't deserve that. We'll keep searching. This ain't no battle cruiser. Not many places to hide. So where the fuck is she? The crew's alright. For now. They're ex-Navy types. They show a bit too much UEE love for my liking, but that's fine. They haven't gone through what I have. Any love I had for the UEE died after the Battle of Vega 2. That day, the Second Fleet was parked in the Vega system. I commanded the Everest. She wasn't the fastest frigate, or the deadliest, but she was the most experienced. She had defended the UEE in more Vandal raids than any other capital ship. When they pinned the captain's wings on me and gave me the Everest, I couldn't dam the tears. I continued her Vandal killing tradition for years, until she shattered above Vega 2. I was lucky. I managed to don my suit before the bulkhead exploded next to my helmet, and then I was floating in space. I saw the battlefield unobstructed, UEE and Vandal ships against a black backdrop. There she was, the Everest, losing herself. Think of one of those time-lapse videos of ants picking apart a dead bug. Occasional flashes dotted Vega 2 below, each announcing the deaths of thousands. It felt fake. Silent carnage. A picture of a mother and her little girl, smiling and waving, drifted across my view. Space is a quiet bitch. I switched on the suit and the radio chaos pulled me back to reality. Shrapnel must have nicked my O2 tank because I started spinning and the O2 dropped to 0. I woke up on a hospital bed. A medic was looking at me. She smelled like corpses. I was at the hospital. My head still rang from the explosion when the medic said, "You're going home, Captain." I thought, alright, good. I get to spend some time with Sarah, see the folks. It'll be good. Naive motherfucker. The Navy kicked me out, said I disobeyed orders and lost the capital ship, lost a third of the crew. They sent me home all right, with no pension, no health care. Goodbye. 20 years I fought and I bled for the UEE. One mistake, and those 20 years didn't count for shit. The claustrophobia started after the floating incident. You'd think I would have developed a fear of open spaces after floating around in the most open space there is. But you don't understand. I was trapped in a tiny suit, suffocating. Couldn't control the spinning. Couldn't control anything. Turns out I had PTSD and 5 other things. The pills worked for the first few years. It wasn't bad on the outside. Until the money dried up. Couldn't afford the pills. The Navy was no help. They used me and discarded me. I was a mess. Sarah couldn't take it anymore. One day she handed me the divorce papers. I still see the dead look in her eyes. Well, I've had enough. I'm cutting this little nightmare vacation short. We're heading back to Stanton 2 and giving the vault over to the authorities. Thompson agrees. We don't know how to deal with unknown viruses. My head is ringing again. Capper clocked me on the right temple. He had a good arm. His blood is still on the floor. It forms a red trail that snakes across the room and ends at the door. It's starting to smell. Someone should clean this up.